Yeah, man.
For sure, man. So let's jump right into the first topic of the day. The National Association for Black Journalists gave Stephen A. Smith a thumbs down award.
Stephen A. Smith, sports analyst and political commentator. Smith has established a recurring public pattern of disparaging commentary directed at prominent black women across politics, sports, and media. Such commentary reinforces harmful narratives, undermines the fair and respectful representation of black women in public discourse, and stands in direct conflict with NABJ's long-standing commitment to accurate, responsible, and inclusive portrayals of black communities.
It is BS. And I get a lot of people want to pile on and they want to jump on it because you have your own individual feelings about me. I'm here to tell y'all are entitled to that. Not the NABJ. You're not entitled to that. This is me we're talking about here. I am the same guy that brought a nationally televised show to a journalism conference, which is the NABJ, the last 2 years. Did you have anything to say about me then? Did I get a thumbs down then? First Take, a nationally televised show, which has been #1 for 14 straight years. We came to the National Association for Black Journalists in Chicago and Cleveland, back-to-back years. Of course, I got to thank ESPN for that. They're the ones that signed off on that. Specifically, now former executive Dave Roberts. It doesn't happen without him. It doesn't happen without ESPN. But you know who else it doesn't happen without? Me. Because if I'm not willing to show up, we ain't coming. But I was there. I was there not just to do the show. I also stood in the booth for over an hour doing the jobs fair. I also gave a speech. I also mentored and talked to, as I continue to do, young, aspiring black journalists, and I have done that religiously for decades. I started my career at the Philadelphia Inquirer. I know it's the New York Daily News as a high school reporter, but thereafter, in 1994, I began my career at the Philadelphia Inquirer, courtesy of Sandra Long, a longtime executive for the Philadelphia Inquirer, synonymous with the NABJ, whom I first met at the jobs fair of the NABJ. My career started because I was at the NABJ job fair. And yet, Saturday night, I saw the president of the organization, Erin Haynes, go up on stage and give me a thumbs down award for disparaging black women. I received a lot of insults in my day. That might be the lowest.
I don't know if I like this. I don't. Why are you just singling out black women for? It kind of gives me the vibe. And look, if there's examples of him going at people, please, I think they should have showed them or put them out there and said, okay, it was an instance where he did this and had a whole fucking, collage of him doing that before they just go ahead and give somebody the thumbs down award. Then I kind of look at like the political affiliation with this shit. Is this like some, Democratic black woman co-opted thing to, you know what I mean? Like who runs this thing? Who's sitting at the board? Who pushed this narrative? Because as much criticism as he deserves, and when he deserves it, people give it to him. I don't know about this though, dog. I don't know why you would single him out and give him a thumbs down for his so-called commentary against black women. And you remember over the years any particular instances where you seen him going at a black woman unfairly?
No. I mean, he's giving harsh criticism to everybody. And sometimes we give him criticism for how harshly he seems like he goes at black athletes on his sports program.
True that.
But when you talk about what he's done behind the scenes, when you talk about what he's done to help black people in media, and you listen to the countless people that, you know what I mean, are egged on to kick his back in, and they refuse to do it because they remember an opportunity or a situation where an opportunity was given to them off the heels of Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
So it's like, and we didn't talk about this, we didn't discuss this. I didn't know this topic was coming about, and I couldn't agree with you more, because it seems very, for an association to have a thumbs down award is kind of tasteless in itself. And the fact that you put Stephen A. on there simply because, and this is kind of like a pattern in today's society, the shit that you hear online, the things that you see online. He is definitely one of these people that are demonized online for his sports take and things, and then we trickle that into the Stephen Coon Smith and all of this stuff that we talk about. But we remember this dude when he was writing for the Philadelphia Inquirer back in the 90s. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then when he finally got on national TV, we were looking at him and revered him and Stuart Scott and others, because we had representation. Not just representation like on some Colin Powell shit, representation like, oh, this motherfucker moves like us, walks like us, talks like us. He's the voice of us. And yeah, obviously he's evolved and he's grown, and now he's getting into the political realm, and he does things that isn't quote unquote status quo for black people. But again, get off of what he does on camera. And not to say that we got to sit back and excuse anything he does on camera, because I don't think we do, but look at what he does off camera.
Right.
And it couldn't be any further from the truth of what they're giving him the thumbs down for. So I just think it's distasteful. It is a little bit of a black eye, and this is why in some instances you see people just saying, F them ends. Like, F it, I'm just going to do me, because I've tried to just be a representation of our culture, a upstanding representation of our culture. When I finally find some worth in some things, I give back. I try to make sure that I take my power and do the right things for our culture and our community. You know what I mean? I've raised black daughters, and this is what the thanks I get. You know what I mean? So you can't be surprised when some people just say F them ends. But I don't know how much I like it either, bro. It rubs me the wrong way, to be honest with you.
Would you say, like, the depiction, because the video I sent earlier, they trying to, let me just play a little bit of it for the people real quick.
Yeah.
Here's what they kind of trying to paint Stephen A. Smith, as real quick. So here it is real quick.
Beyond these hedges, one of the preserve's loudest tokens is already hunting. Notice how it stalks black athletes, black coaches, and especially black women, without wandering far from a television camera. Extraordinary. Welcome to the Sellout Preserve. Here, tokens exchange community membership for warm buttered biscuits, lightly brushed with corporate approval. Our first token once survived entirely on sports. Now it roams through culture, politics, and delusional presidential daydreams. A tiny entertainment mouse whispers instructions into its ear. Occasionally, the token climbs the fence and watches black people living peacefully without blaming one another. Freedom appears possible. Then the mouse rattles the biscuit bag, and down it comes, back to work. Recently, black journalists presented this token with a ceremonial thumbs down. Instead of reflecting, it activated the preserve's oldest defense mechanism. How dare you call me a sellout while I am actively selling out? Magnificent gaslighting. Deeper inside lives the Outher token. While the others sell out black people one television segment at a time, this one can sell out the nation before lunch. It nests among judicial robes, billionaire friendships, and luxury vacations. When offered a biscuit, it never asks who paid, only whether transportation was included. Nearby, another sports-shaped token has discovered that every American problem was caused by black people. Bank discrimination? Personal responsibility. Police misconduct? Personal responsibility. A hurricane? Black fatherlessness. Scientists remain baffled. Across the preserve, smaller tokens gather near podcasts and campaign signs. Whenever white supremacy enters the habitat, they protect it from criticism, blame the nearest black person, and receive another biscuit. Every evening, these independent thinkers repeat identical talking points and wait for the same mouse to ring the dinner bell. Nature is mysterious.
Damn.
Payroll is remarkably consistent. Thanks for visiting the Sellout Preserve. And remember, all tokens get spent.
D.L. Hughley reposted that, and others. I think, in my opinion, man, yeah, it's truth to it. But can we put Stephen A. Smith there? It's people you could put there
For sure.
as being tokens.
For sure.
But do you think that it's fair to put Stephen A. Smith there, in your opinion?
The only reason Stephen A. Smith is there's two reasons.
Right.
One, because of people not liking his sports takes and certain criticism. Like, there's things I didn't like, right? But that's one, right? And then the second thing is him now kind of diving into this political realm and him kind of now leaning toward a Republican type side to that politic. This is with the video that you played the first time, and now in combination with this, and then you telling me that D.L. Hughley reposted it, everything just kind of lines up perfect to me. If this brother was a Democrat, none of this shit would be happening. But the fact that he's a black man and he's going Republican, and we know how it is. If you're Republican as a black man, you are a biscuit-eating, buttered, fucking breaded, coon-ass motherfucker that's taking, you know what I mean, biscuits from rats and hiding over, looking over the black community, which is it's a little much.
Right.
It's a little much.
Right.
At the end of the day, I think that we are way too manipulated and way too hypnotized by this political bullshit that we got to stand on one side or the other to be black. Like, no, we need to know which one of these political sides are going to do what's right for us. Because all y'all like to do is hear words speak and make yourselves feel good from the months of, you know what I mean, from the months of September, October, going into November during the political year. If y'all get y'all good feeling out of that, if y'all get some good orators and y'all get to go, truth, this, oh God, then y'all good. Come November, come January, when they're brought in January 20, they ain't got to do another fucking thing for you for the next 4 years. They're good. They're good because they made you feel good for those 2 months prior. And this is all this is. I mean, I hear a lot of Stephen A. commentary when it comes to politics. Do I agree with him? No, but he has the courage and the nuts to go out here and say what he wants to say. He also has the courage and the nuts to respond to certain criticisms where you see others not. He doesn't hide from a damn thing. You know what I mean? Give him criticism all he wants. He looks and attacks things head on, whether you like his responses or not. He hears them. He sees them. He can easily ignore them. He's a millionaire, but he doesn't. He calls them out head on. And
I respect that.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I don't always agree with him.
No.
But at the end of the day, I do respect the man from where he was at, where he's built himself to be, and who he is, man. I respect that man. So I think it's a bit much when it comes to Stephen A., honestly.
Yeah, definitely, man. I want to move to someone who is getting some criticism, man. The brothers over there at EYL.